Good morning, World History Cardinals. It's Miss Wall, and today's date is March 8th, 2021. I'm going to start by introducing our new unit. Our new unit is Unit 4. Unit 4 marks the beginning of the Renaissance. Tomorrow, you're going to see information on this page that says today's midterm day for Block 3, and that will be Tuesday. There are some changes that will be needed for Block 3's midterm because I have a procedure to be done. So I will talk to Block 3 personally tomorrow during class. For right now, let's scroll down and remind you that the school is doing a special thing for SEL time in the morning. So please, if you're interested in this No Place for Hate virtual high school tour, go ahead and click this link right here for the registration. And that's when you'll do it during your SEL time. Or you can do it now. It's totally up to you. All right, let's enter here. All right, we are now on Unit 4. Unit 4. In Unit 4, we'll discuss the Renaissance, the Reformation, and the Counter-Reformation, plus a little of Mesoamerica and the Inca. Per the usual, I need you to go ahead and write down the goal statement after reading the essential question, which is, what were some of the social and cultural changes that led to the rise of the Renaissance in Europe? Okay, you already know this lesson quite a bit, but Renaissance means rebirth. So, how did these people survive the plague and the Crusades? This is what we're looking at. Your goal statement says, I can understand how the recovery at the end of the Middle Ages led to the rebirth culture in Europe. Today, you're going to look at some art produced during the Harlem Renaissance, and you're going to make connections to what you learned in 7th and 8th grade social studies, and then you'll take notes that explain the changes during the early Renaissance period, and then I will show you a link to the graphic organizer. So click here. And the first thing is that warm up of the picture analysis from the Harlem Renaissance. It's by Jacob Lawrence. And at first, the first image asks you to take a look at it, and then in the discussion board, explain what you see. You have one student in blue, one in yellow, and one in pink. And the question says, how do you think this image might be connected to the study of the European Renaissance? It says read the comments and like three of your classmates' responses. You're not going to do that. You're just going to write the answer, what you think, write your opinion, and then you can like one of your classmates' responses. All right, click next. Well, here, just reminding you that you write that right there in that category. You click post reply, and it'll be there. All right, going to next. You have another opportunity to take notes. Okay, these guided notes, hopefully, you found and discovered that they were really, really helpful to you. Really helpful. So it says use the slide deck to learn how Europe recovered. So here are all your answers. This is a major part. You can put it in this little link that I have there where you can download this, scroll down to view and print, click back. The kids used this last semester and it worked for them. You can just type your information here. And you're doing this by talking about the 5 Ws. You got to tell who, what, where, when, why, and how, and then in the middle will be your essential question. All right, so let's go back. Here's the essential questions. What were some of the social and cultural changes that led to the rise of the Renaissance in Europe? And see, there's the same warm up, and there's the answer. And now you're going to learn the information. So, Western Europe emerged from the Middle Ages during an era known as the Renaissance. The dates you need to keep in mind 13 to 1600. You might see that different somewhere else, but the main gist is 1300 to 1600 and learning that it means rebirth in trade and learning and Greco-Roman ideas. And it makes sense. Again, these are the after effects of the bubonic plague and the Crusades. So what's next? Trying to figure out how to recover, which is kind of where we are right now in the 21st century with COVID. Like we're trying to stretch out our wings to see where we're going to go at the end of this pandemic. And we are in a situation where we are talking about vaccines and continuing the mask rules. During the Renaissance, they developed ideas in art, government, and human potential. And then they give a little review on the Crusades again, and they talk to you a little bit about the cities in Italy that were very popular. So you have Florence is one of them, and then here's where you learn about what I used to call the first gangster family, but the Medici family were wealthy bankers who used their wealth to turn Florence into Italy's most artistic city. And you see how that should have could have said there, but it also could have been air, meaning it's a family affair. It's a family affair. So once you're part of the family, you get on. Or as y'all would say, they put you on. So then they even go back and bring up the Chinese inventions of gunpowder, and then they give you time frame of what happened in the Middle Ages. This is a rehash of units 3. So the Pope and the Catholic Church lost their influence because they kept losing to the Muslim armies during the Crusades. But it was still an important part of people's lives. People still wanted to put their faith somewhere, and that's what these things are. It says during the Renaissance, people had more options than ever before, which led to a belief that people can accomplish anything. The Renaissance gave us the beginning of the middle class. So look, social status was based on wealth and ability, not birthright, not hierarchy, not family, not nobility. People started thinking about humanism, secular beliefs, not so much putting all their faith in the church. They studied the classical ideas of Greece and Rome and felt like education makes the world better. I agree with that. I am 100% in agreement to that. Like, yes, of course, I believe in the church and I believe in faith. But in order for us to stop being so willfully ignorant, we have to teach everyone and we have to be willing to be taught, and we should just literally study. And then the cool part is, hopefully, we'll get a chance to talk about this in class, was understanding what an ideal man and an ideal woman was. And the men who could do all of these things, well educated, smart, can dance, write poetry, play music, they were a Renaissance man. And I have been lucky enough to have met several of those people who are just really good at everything. However, women didn't have the full same, but in order for her to be ideal, she had to be smart, educated, can dance, write poetry, play music, but she couldn't seek fame. She was almost like a trophy bride. So you're going to take notes on that and put it on that graphic organizer. Next, here's another DBQ, but I think what I said we're going to do in class, we're just going to go read the overview, the background essay. You'll do the questions during class time. Okay? You'll do the questions during class time. You'll do a few of the document analysis questions. We're just at a point that I want you to learn the material. And then next, after we finish that, you will close out with 3 to 5 complete sentences explaining what your favorite thing was about the European Renaissance. And then finally, you are at the end. And when you see the little dancing jukebox from the old days, then that means you're done. All right, click the return to unit page. And here we are. Hope you guys in third block have a good study weekend, and I hope you are ready for your exam on Tuesday. And block 1, thank you for what you did. And for the most part, your scores are really good. So that's it, guys. Have a good one, and let's just stay focused for the rest of the week. And I'm sorry, but I think you already know the grades were locked. So congratulations to those people who got in their assignments and are passing quarter 3. All right then. Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.